there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Day to Day, the podcast where we explore the joys and challenges of everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Whether it's personal growth, navigating relationships, or just tackling the chaos of the day, we're here to talk about it all and hopefully help you along the way.
So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever keeps you going.
And let's dive into today's episode.
Welcome back to our show, folks. Today's topic is something many of us can relate to, especially in today's fast-paced world: how work stress can sneak into our personal relationships and turn things upside down.
Oh yeah, and it's surprisingly common too. I've heard so many stories from friends and family about how stress from work leads to arguments at home. It's like people bring that anxiety home like a heavy backpack.
Exactly. For instance, just recently a friend told me her partner has been swamped at work, working late every day. When he gets home, he's all about uh-huh and yeah responses. It's like he's in a fog.
Totally. That nonchalant at home attitude is actually a big red flag. It can feel like emotional distance, right? Emotionally, stress can make a usually loving person seem cold and unfeeling.
That's spot on. And it's not just about feeling cold. Sometimes it even leads to those dreaded arguments where both sides are too drained to truly care for each other's feelings. The irony is, the stress is often from a place of love, wanting to succeed and provide.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there. It's this terrible cycle. When one person is stressed, it can cross over to the other, pulling them into this vortex of anxiety. There's even a term for it: stress crossover.
Stress crossover, right? It's kind of like when one person catches a cold and suddenly the whole house is sneezing and coughing.
And let's not forget, stress also leads to emotional numbness, where people just shut off feelings to cope. It's a self-defense mechanism that backfires by cutting off meaningful connection.
Yes, and it turns into something like "don't talk to me, I'm tired," or worse, a long period without any intimate connection. It distances partners not only physically but emotionally too.
Exactly. And what's wild is during high-stress periods, some folks might even become more attentive to those attractive alternatives they didn't notice before.
Wow, that's pretty concerning when you think about it. It's like stress steers you off course, making you look elsewhere for satisfaction rather than solving issues at hand.
Right. The trick is to find your way back to your partner and treat stress like a common enemy rather than something that belongs to one partner alone.
Totally. It's crucial to approach stress as our problem, not just your problem or my problem. But how do we get to that point? What can couples do?
Great question. First off, recognizing the stress is a big step. To combat it, maintain strong self-awareness and understanding. You can say to your partner, "I'm under pressure. Can we sit and talk later?" instead of going silent.
Good point. It's about sharing and not assuming all solutions rest on one person's shoulders. It's okay to show vulnerability by saying "I'm struggling" rather than going it alone.
And in communication, be mindful. Avoid ranking your stress or dismissing your partner's concerns. It's about understanding, not competing over who has it worse.
Absolutely. It's crucial to find that middle ground where both perspectives are shared and validated. Even saying, "I'm here and I support you in any decision you make," can be powerful.
Those words can mean the world. They create a safe space for vulnerability and authenticity without judgment.
And let's be honest, sometimes it's also about taking a step back and focusing on normalcy, like going for a walk together or cooking dinner. Basically, reconnecting on simple things.
Right? It's all about balance. Space and closeness must coexist in these high-pressure times to maintain a healthy and resilient relationship.
Hey, and if someone's thrown a tantrum over a work event, is it better to ride it out or call them out on it immediately?
Good question. If it's something persistent, set boundaries with compassion. Like, "I understand it's tough, but let's find ways to de-stress together," instead of letting resentment build.
Absolutely. Keeping empathy at the forefront ensures no one feels alone in the battle against stress. It's never easy, but acknowledging the struggle is the first step.
So true. And if all else fails, don't hesitate to seek external support, whether it's therapy or a stress management workshop. We tend to forget that those options are out there.
Yes, professional guidance shouldn't be last resort. In fact, it's one of the healthiest actions for couples needing a bit of extra help navigating these choppy waters.
Right? Stress isn't something that needs to be faced alone or a reason to grow apart. It can actually bring people closer with the right communication and understanding.
Exactly. While stress can feel like the uninvited house guest, with the right mindset, it can help strengthen the relationship through shared experiences and solutions.
And remember, every relationship has its hurdles. By facing them together, you foster deeper connection and enduring closeness.
So, folks, how do you handle stress in your relationships? We'd love to hear your stories, challenges, and victories. Share them with us.
Yes, let us know. We're all in this together, and sharing helps us learn more from one another.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Keep communicating, keep loving, and we'll catch you next time on our journey through life's complexities.